From the very beginning, I was fond of the look and size of the Switch Lite. However, I was a bit skeptical. Stripping away one of the best features that the Nintendo Switch offered had me puzzled. What use is a Switch that doesn't actually switch? That's the question I pondered on for months leading up to the Switch Lite launch. Now I have the answer, and I'm excited to tell you why the Switch Lite is in fact a worthy purchase for Switch veterans and the curious looking to dive in for the first time. For gamers who currently own the original Nintendo Switch, the Switch Lite is still a great alternative for taking your games on the go. This is mostly due to it being about 25% smaller than the OG Switch. It's simply easier to take with you on the go. While it's not necessarily pocket size, it will fit in certain pants pockets. A downside to carrying the Switch Lite like this are the analogs that protrude from the device, which can lead to some uncomfortableness. I don't believe the Switch Lite is intended for pocket carrying like Nintendo's previous dedicated handhelds, which is a bit of a letdown, but it is still possible for some, just really depends on how big your pockets are. Switch Lite is extremely comfortable to hold. Nintendo seems to have learned from every other modern handheld gaming device and built upon them in the best ways possible. It's slightly larger than the PlayStation Vita, but shorter than the OG Switch, offering more room for your hands on the back of the device without being uncomfortably large like the OG Switch could feel. Once again, Nintendo opted out of its iconic clamshell design. Thanks to this, there's no top-heavy feel to it that some gamers disliked about the Nintendo 3DS family of systems. My one major gripe is the right analog stick. After using it for long periods of time, in shooters for example, your right thumb can start to feel uncomfortable. This is something that will likely be rectified in future grips and cases by third-party companies. It was a similar situation with the OG Switch, but it was solved by grips such as the Satisfy Pro gaming grip. When it comes to how the games play on the device, expect the exact same experience as the OG Nintendo Switch. However, games inherently look better on the Switch Lite. Thanks to the smaller screen and no decrease in resolution, you can expect titles that were once blurry to look slightly better on the Switch Lite. Going from a 6.2-inch screen to 5.5 inches, the smaller screen makes games that are already pretty look even better. Something a lot of parents, or really anybody who's interested in buying the device, might be curious whether or not the Switch is of durable quality. Nintendo has a good track record with its products, though I must admit I was a bit worried about the Switch Lite. I dropped my OG Switch on the carpet from about 3 feet high, and my Joy-Con would never be the same again, now constantly sliding out without pressing the release button. I'm happy to say that the Switch Lite surpassed my expectations. Thanks to the removal of the Joy-Con, Switch Lite feels a lot more durable than the OG Switch. They crammed a lot of components into this device, and it feels like an extremely solid piece of tech. I'm no expert on this subject in particular, but let's just say I feel 10 times more comfortable letting my kids play the Switch Lite over the original Nintendo Switch. You might be wondering about the D-pad. Because of the removal of the Joy-Con, Nintendo gives us a real D-pad on the Switch Lite. I've always been a fan of clicky D-pads over mushy ones, but the Switch Lite strikes the perfect balance between the two, and unlike the right stick, the placement of the D-pad doesn't feel uncomfortable after a while. Alright, I'll just come out and say it. The Nintendo Switch Lite is the best dedicated portable gaming device money can buy. While it's lacking the ability to switch, its sleek, compact design, stylish colors, and perfectly mushy D-pad bring it a step above the original Switch. Switch Lite is easily the best option for dedicated portable players. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're interested, and maybe even that notifications bell if you're feeling generous. I'll talk to you guys later.